everyone, welcome back. The date is still January 1st, 474, Urbe Condita, and we were taking care of our alerts. I rambled a little too much about the Senate and the various government positions. I hope that was not too confusing, but just to have a quick recap to don't get lost. The government positions are more or less in order of importance: the consul, the 5 technology guys: Army Questor, Navy Questor, Edile, Praetor, and Pontifex Maximus. Then you got the 2 censors that actually were the guys who could decide who could become a senator or not, and they were in charge of the census as well. That where the name comes from, actually. Census, like counting how many inhabitants there were in the provinces and taxes and stuff like that. Then you got the 5 faction leaders. You cannot appoint them, but they are still important for the power balance. And let's see, other charges that can pop up are the army legatus. If a guy is put in charge of commanding an army, you get this charge called legatus. And am I forgetting anything? Maybe we can have a look at the ambitions of various characters. Yeah, like our consul at the moment has the ambition to become a legate, and one of our censors wants to become naval prefect. Naval prefect is a leader of a navy. Navy Questor is the guy for the technology here, and get married, have a son. Yeah, I think we touched all the positions in the government. So let's go back to our alerts. News trade routes. We already assigned the ones, the internal ones, and these ones left, they are still light green because we tried to put together some deal with foreign countries, but to see if those are successful, we have to unpause the game. What's next? We don't want that ally. We know we are at war. We can colonize provinces. Really? We can potentially colonize the following provinces: Liguria and Bononia. Liguria has 7 barbarian power, and yeah, the barbarians are too strong in this province to allow successful colonization. And similarly, Bononia, barbarian power is 6. This is the current military strength of the tribes living in this province. This will rise over time. However, this number will also drop if they are defeated in battle or decide to spawn a horde. The higher the barbarian power, the more likely you are to see resistance to armies marching through the province, and the chance of a horde going a-wandering. Yeah, so there is no direct way to attack the barbarians. What we'll do is, once we took care of our war here in the south, we'll move our legions in the north, and once a legion is moving through barbarian territories, there is quite a good chance that the barbarians will rise up, and if we win the battle, the barbarian power will go down, and when it's low enough, I can actually can tell you how much, maybe 2 or 1, we'll be able to click the colonize button. So, war. Magna Grecia has 6 units here. We have 26 units here. And we want to be sure there is someone in charge of these units. So, the consul has the ambition to become a legate. Would he make a good one? He has 6 marshal. Marshal is very important for battles. We'll see in detail later how it interacts with the other leader score and how that affects the battle. So one of our censor actually has 7. Quintus Aemilius, assertive. But Publius Cornelius Rufinus is an original thinker. Battle event chance plus 10%. Has 7 martial score. Oh, but his ambition is to become naval prefect. Okay, so we'll put the guy here in charge of our navy, Publius Cornelius Rufinus. And we'll see later how the stats works out. And in charge of the legion, what about this Quintus Aemilius Pappus instead of the consul? Become naval prefect. Crafty, intrigue, success plus 10%. Popularity, loyalty. Once title, yeah. We have to keep in mind that the consul here, when his term will be over, won't be consul anymore, but it's not like he's gonna just disappear. He's probably going to stay quite a prominent personality in the politics for the coming years. So even if we won't be the guy in charge anymore, we want to be sure is still gonna be useful and we can hand him. Like he has a loyalty of 100%. That represents how loyal to the state in general he is. How high is the chance he would create or join a rebel faction. So we're pretty safe on this side. Is not corrupt. He is very prominent. Is not that popular. Popularity is a measure of how the people see the character. In republics, high popularity characters are more likely to elected leader of the republic. However, even monarchies cannot ignore popular people. Yeah, the point is that maybe we don't want him to become too prominent. So I prefer to give the legion to this guy, who at the moment has no... He's a former consul, okay, but has no official charge at the moment. And he has a higher martial score, and is from our family, the Emili, well, the family of the consul. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with giving this to him. We have only 9 gold. Okay. So we don't have enough to raise more armies. Because raising an army would cost 2 for heavy infantry. We have a monthly balance of 193. Okay, we have some time. So we are unpausing the game now. We'll keep it at speed 1 with this plus and minus to adjust how fast the game will go. We'll keep it at speed 1, so we have all the time to discuss what's happening. And as first thing, well, let's pause again while we read this. The cities of Magna Graecia have become a real thorn in our side. Just might be better to incorporate those Greek cities into the Roman realm. This is a mission we got. And this is the mission and decisions screen. And as you can see, we obtained a mission. We have been given the mission. Conquer Magna Graecia. The cities of Magna Graecia, yeah, that's it. If we fulfill the conditions, Magna Graecia doesn't exist. Controls Tarentum, controls Ager Brutius. If we fulfill these conditions, we'll get these advantages. We'll get 1 stability, and the consul, at the moment this guy, would get 5 prominence. And we have 15 years of time to finish this mission, so it's not bad. And down here we have the decisions. It's something for later, like enact gladiator games, proclaim Republic Confederacy. We'll delve into that later. Our magistrate reports, ambition fulfilled. My consul, Publius Cornelius Rufinus, has fulfilled the ambition, become naval prefect. Yeah, that's the guy we put in charge of the navy. And he's now getting this stuff from being a naval prefect. But the fulfilling the ambition made him also more loyal, I'm quite sure. He has a loyalty of 80. Okay, ruler popularity, commanded units, not from ruler faction, minus 0.10 monthly. Okay, because he's from the military faction, red sword in the corner here, and we are from the mercantile faction. Okay. The guy is moving his armies to Lucania. Let's try to intercept him. Even if, yeah, no. We want to wait for our morale to be filled up. It will take probably 1 month, maybe less. So in the meanwhile, we also get some extra gold, so we can hire some extra reinforcements. My consul Lucius Aemilius Barbulas and Octavia Tertia has been married. The consul got married with some populist woman with very low traits. Oh my. With no history at all. Well, at least she fulfilled her ambition. So, this guy will arrive the 23rd of January to his destination. So now we could like speed up to speed 2. And you'll see the days will go slightly faster. There's speed 3 available as well. We'll try that later. And speed 4 as well. But you have to keep in mind that I'll pause while I explain you this. If you put the speed to maximum speed available, the game will just take all the resources available from your system. And so, as the game is kinda old now, depending on your PC, it could be just completely out of control, and you could see like years and years passing in a blink of an eye you would lose any control of what's happening. So just I usually play with speed 2, 3 and pause when I need that, but everyone has a different way to handle that. The only way to find what suits you more is to play around with the game, and you can also use the plus and minus buttons on the numpad for controlling speed. We have an alert here, a trade agreement offer from Australia. If we do not respond before 4 February, we will auto-decline. Australia is offering us a trade between Picenum, salt, Picenum, and Emporium wine. We don't want, it's not a very good trade for us. And also, if we accept that, we would lose some popularity. Because the majority of the senators do not agree. Well, yeah, we have the slight majority, 55 senators in favor on 99, but not enough. Yeah, the way the games check these, it's explained in the tooltip here. The military faction senators have a 0% opinion in general for creating trade route actions. Then on the second line, the popularity of the consul, of the ruler. But then there is an extra 25%. Because our family is very prominent. The mercantile faction gives full support for creating new trade routes. Faction opinion 100%. Popularity is the same. And faction member 50%. That means, yeah, faction member, because the ruler is from the mercantile faction. So that's why third line in the mercantile faction tooltip says faction member 50%. And yeah, now that I read it again, the last line for the military faction, a family of faction leader, means that the leader of the military faction, Marcus Aemilius Paulus, is from the same family of the consul, so they, let's say, help each other out. You see? Family, Emily, Marcus Aemilius Paulus. The last name, let's say, is always the second one. Maybe in another episode we can talk a little about how Roman names, ancient Roman names, worked. The religious faction has 17 senators supporting this create trade route action. Because of faction opinion is 50% for this kind of action. The popularity is always the same. Civic faction minus 50%. Civic faction doesn't like trading with foreigners. The populist faction 0% faction opinion, popularity 33, so just 6 senators. Yeah, you can actually see how that percentile number is just the sum of those factors. Like if we go back to the military, it says that 58% of the senators are supporting, and 12 over 20 is that 58%, and that 58% comes from summing up that 25 plus 33, and that's it. And the percentile would stay the same even if the military faction would have like 50 senators. In that case, we would have just more supporting senators. So this tells you how sometimes it's also important to support one faction rather than another if you are planning to do some particular diplomatic action in the future. Like if you want to declare a war, you probably want the military faction to have a strong influence. So you're sure you have a majority of the total senators, because if you have more military senators, you'll get more votes for that. So we'll decline that for now, and next time we have another choice, we'll try to see if what I said until now worked. So Lucania is being sieged now. Let's go back to speed 1. And now, oh, okay, no full morale yet. Let's go to speed 2. Yeah, I'm kinda worried because Epirus is gonna send some reinforcements soon. And that's why my consul Numerius Fabius Pictor has fulfilled the ambition, get married. Oh, we have full morale now. And I give the order, I just right click and the guy will move. We'll arrive in Lucania 17 February in 11 days. Who's this guy? Numerius Fabius Pictor gained 5 family prestige. Good for him. If you don't want to get all these marrying and sons and family alerts, you can change those in the settings. I'll show you. But at the beginning it's better not to touch them, because if you turn off something that's supposed to be very important, you would miss out that instruction. So yeah, I wanted to build some extra triremes. We have only 8 ships here. Okay, I click on the build navy, and I can build in Campania. Lucania usually, yeah, I can't build in Lucania because it's being sieged. So I just recruit 1 trireme in Campania for 10 gold. Let's see if our army arrives there. Oh, they're moving out now, but not fast enough. The speed of armies moving from one province from another, how long they take to get there, depends from the terrain. Like it's not there is no way to actually see that, but the basic mechanic is that if you're moving from or in mountains, your time will go up. If you move between plains, it will be much faster. Okay, the battle is going on. Let's pause and let's have a look here. Battle of Lucania. It's not possible, nor would it be honorable, to retreat from a battle while the battle is still starting up. After a couple of days the battle is going on, you could, if you really wanted to, click on another province, and that would order a retreat. Your men would exit the battle, but probably even get a lot of casualties from that. We can see our legate here and the other legate from Magna Grecia, Hero the Great, Marshal 8 versus our Marshal 7. And this small sword here telling you relative modifier from martial value of commanding leader compared to the opponent's commanding leader. This guy is Marshal 8, our guy is Marshal 7, so half of the value, the difference when the two army leaders are compared is used as a modifier to the die roll. Die roll for this side in this phase. So combat is broken up in phases, and at the beginning of every phase a random roll will be shown here, and that will basically the highest the better, that will add power to your attack. Let's see how it turns out. We have 18,000 heavy infantry. He just have some militia and some archers. You can also see here a graphical representation of the field of battle. He's 4,000 men, 1, 2, 3, 4, with axes for infantry. In the back, you have the archers. They're in the back, meaning they can hit the enemy front line without getting attacked until there is a front line in front of them. The same for our 4 archers back here. And actually there is no way to control that this position is done automatically. You can see that we have so many men that we got some archer units put in the first line as well. We don't have cavalry at the moment, so we'll keep the explanation of how cavalry works and flanking for later. What's happening now? It's that the archers are fighting each other. Let's go to speed 1 and see how it turns out. You can see the morale of our enemy going down. Because yeah, he had a better roll, but he's outnumbered. We have won the Battle of Lucania. Let's pause this. During the struggle, 724 of our 26,000 troops were killed. Magna Grecia has lost the battle. Of 6,000 troops, almost 1,000 were killed. Quintus Aemilius Pappus, the legate, earned 0.5 popularity. We won the battle, and now the guy is retreating to Tarentum, and he probably has low morale, so we'll just follow him to be sure to end up the job. We are building our trireme in Campania, and I really hope that Epirus doesn't send in too much men. Here something just happened. If you've seen those stripes appearing, it means that the province has been occupied by Macedonia. What about our trade routes legates? I thought we sent some diplomats. Yeah, let's try to take care of them again. I want to get rid of these provinces. We're not trading with anyone yet. Oh, and now Lucania has been freed, so it can go back building a trireme as well, right? No, because we don't have enough gold. Okay. We want to try to trade wine for Egyptian papyrus. We have a diplomat en route. Will arrive on 3rd of April. And then we wanted to get these horses, right? For the salt. But they're not available anymore. They're getting wine from Taulanti, wherever it is. Maybe iron from Dalmatia then? Let's try. Too much opposition to trade with them. We don't need cloth that badly. Iron, too much opposition. Barbarians. Oh, well, it's not because they're barbarians. You cannot trade with inland provinces. They have to be coastal. No, everything's taken from what I can see. Just some grain here. We don't want to trade with Carthage. And the salt gives recruitment speed 25 faster. Well, let's see. A trade route failed carrying papyrus from Sinai to Roma. Egypt refused to trade. Come on. Well, then we'll just keep our internal routes for now. Yeah, it's not really ideal. Okay. Let's see what happens. Are we in time to attack them again? We'll arrive in Apulia 1st of April. We'll arrive in Tarentum 7. Okay, they stopped. Speed 3. Okay, we are getting them. We arrived there one day before they leave the country. When you issue orders, you usually want to pause the game or be a very low speed. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in a very back and forward cat and mouse situation. Okay, we got a terrain penalty because we are attacking Tarentum. It is probably considered forest hill of sort. My consul, we have won the Battle of Tarentum. During the struggle, 1,264 troops were killed. Okay, we killed another 1,000 of evil Greeks. Where are they moving now? 2nd of May, Lucania, and there we chase them again. This is manpower. Manpower is the measure of the number of freedmen available to be recruited into the armies. This is also the pool used to replace under strength unit. Each unit requires that a total of 1,000 men be available for recruitment. Manpower replaces itself very slowly. If a generation dies in battle, then you will need to wait for the sons to grow up and be ready to become fighting men. So yeah, when you build a new unit, I guess we can try to do that now. Like if we hire an extra heavy infantry regiment in Etruria, will be fielded here 25th of June. It consumed 1,000. It just consumed 1,000 manpower, and that's one way to consume manpower. The other one is the reinforcements. Here you can see. Okay. Oh wait. We want to wait for boats. Stuff's happening. Okay. We basically killed the unit that he just ended building. Yeah, I don't know where. Okay, you see, the Pyrrhus ships are coming now. He has 11 ships. That's why we want more ships than him, so we can kind of block this strait, Mare Hadriaticum. So no more reinforcements coming from our enemy ally. We were talking about manpower. So fastest way to deplete it, it's just build a hell lot of new armies, and every army will take 1,000 men to be created. The other way is the reinforcements. As you can see here, oh yeah, we can do it now because there is a siege going on. Okay, we'll show that as soon as we can. We just want to be sure that these 11 ships that were probably carrying 11,000 men, we want to be sure they're getting here in Tarentum. We'll see. Could make sense to split the army, maybe. Well, but we are sieging. We don't want to interrupt the siege. They just have 2,000 men defending, and the city can hold out for years. Well, every some weeks or so, there is a chance the situation will change. Like we break the walls, they have no more food left. They went there. And we have only 2,000 men there. Yeah, we don't want them to join armies. So we are attacking now. Do we have enough time? Mare Adriaticum will arrive later than them, but at least they will go back on their ships. And we interrupted their siege here. Our extra reinforcement here is being built up, and as we've seen that now we have 19,000 men on our lands, we definitely want some extra bodies to throw at them. So we go back to the recruit army down here. You can both use the arrows here, but you can also click on the corresponding province. It's a little glitchy, sometimes the window just closes. But yeah, I want to build another heavy infantry unit in Roma. And archers, do remember we have heavy infantry, archers. Yeah, I think maybe some more archers could be of use. So reinforcements arriving here. Okay, we are moving. We scared the Epirus reinforcements away from Apulia. Now we are trying to attack again Magna Grecia. The army questor got married. Congratulations. With some Emilia Tertia. A conqueror wife. Benefactor wife. An epileptic too. Well. We killed another army was building. All good. Oh, something I didn't show you. Wait a moment. Iberia accepted peace with their former enemies Colchis on the following term. Iberia will cede Meskheti. Go to. Yeah, every time there is a war in the world, you can see. Okay, this is called Iberia. I didn't know there was an Iberia here as well. So yeah, they lost the war there, but it's too far for us to be of any interest. Yeah, when you're into a war, you really want to be sure that in the military screen your army maintenance is at maximum. Otherwise, you'll get morale of armies 0%. That would be horrible. Oh yeah, that's the grand total of the morale of your armies if you keep your maintenance, like let's say if we keep our maintenance at 0.20, our armies would have only 0.26 morale instead of, well, 2.68, so it would be just a tenth of it. So no chance they could win any battle. So as it's not too expensive, we want to keep this at maximum. When you are sure you're going to be for a very long time in peace and you really want to save up that extra money, you can put this down. But as opposed as EU4, Europa Universalis 4, another game from Paradox, where you really need to min-max this, especially if you are a small country. In Rome, army maintenance is not that expensive, so keeping it always at full is not that ineffective. And Navy, yeah, we keep that at maximum as well. Yeah, keeping it at minimum would be cool for the money, but if you have some sudden revolt or barbarians and your armies have low morale and they are there on the place, they get just attacked by surprise or whatever, and you're sure you're gonna lose the battle, and it could take you, and then solving the situation just takes you longer than really needed. So keep this up until you don't really have some budget problems. The First Legion, led by Quintus Aemilius Pappus, our buddy here, is moving to attack again Magna Grecia units. Yes, we'll get them. And the triremes are moving. Oh, they want to join up forces, I think. Oh, no trade routes yet? Come on. Well, then... Iberia, yeah, that's what we were checking before. Really no way we can get rid of our... Maybe Phoenicia wants to give us some nice wood for salt. Oh, the battle is going on. No trade route. You can also use the ledger here to... No, not the ledger, the outline to get directly to a battle. You just click here and you're there. Otherwise you have to click on your army. Looks like we are doing good. Very good roll. It's the same general we already met in the previous battle. But the morale of his army is already very low. And we won the Battle of Lucania. Oh, we killed all his troops. That's awesome. This means we should go here. Or maybe split up the army in two and put on, siege both armies at the same time. I really don't know. I'm still kind of worried about those. Were they 11,000 men from Epirus that appeared? And yeah, I messed up at the beginning with paying too much for getting that extra stability. So now we don't have enough to get a proper fleet. To build another trireme will take us... we will need 10 gold, meaning we'll get there in 3 months. What's our next move? Do we want to go back and siege Tarentum? Or end up business with the Magna Graecian armies? Yeah, I think we'll do this. We go south, slaughter these very mean Grecian guys, and then go back to Tarentum once we are done here. Okay, we got our extra reinforcement here. We move him down to Rome, so he'll join up with the other army there. In 21 days we'll get another reinforcement. So yeah, now I can show you the manpower while we are traveling there. This is the total of men in the Legion, but as you can see, as the maximum is 1000, some units are not completely filled because we had some casualties in the last battles, and every month they will get some reinforcement, and the exact number of men needed to reinforce up will be deducted from your total manpower. So what you really don't want to know to end up like is to have a very big army made of a lot of units, then lose some big battles, and then you end up depleting all your manpower to reinforce those armies. Because that would put you in the situation where you are in a dead end with too many units to reinforce, not enough men. In that case, you can consolidate cohorts. You merge under strength cohorts of the same type to create as many of full strength as possible. That's a solution too. And you also have to keep in mind there is a force limit. Like now we are at 28 over on 26. The troops limit is given by basically how populous are your provinces. It's probably the total of how many free men you have in your provinces, or it comes from there. But we have not looked into population yet. Once we are at peace, we'll for sure talk about citizens, freemen and slaves, and see what they can do for us. Carnut has accepted peace with their former enemies. Aedui. Some Germans beating the crap of each other. Gauls, sorry. The navy is there, but it's too small to get out against the Piraeus. It's too small to get against the fleet from Epirus. Okay, we are almost there. Battle will start in 4 days. Well, I think there won't be any chance. Yeah, battle is already over. And the general gain more popularity. So I think now we really want to... Oh! Here it is. Carthage. What is Carthage doing here? At war with Epirus. Magna Graecia and the Aetolian League? Really? Why is Carthage messing up with our war? Well, that explains why the Epirus army disappeared. But yeah, Carthage is going to be our big rival in the first part of our campaign. So I really don't like they are already messing up with what I consider my sphere of influence, like Sicily. Well, let's end up this siege. The force limit. We have now 28 troops over 26. On the other side, we have only 9 ships on a total of 26. The troops limit actually affects only how much they cost to maintain. Army maintenance. Our regular costs are 0.38. In addition, we are paying 16.8% more for being over our force limit. Yeah, if you are under limit, you don't pay any extra percent more. We are 2 units over our limit, so we get that extra money to pay. But trust me, in time of war, you really want to end up the war as soon as possible. And it's not like saving up some gold pays up in the end. If you have to struggle to end the war, and the war lasts for years because your armies are not big enough, then you lose some battle. And really, just consider the troops limit as the maximum troops you should keep in times of peace. Okay, Magna Graecia 1. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking out the ships to sea. But I really don't want to risk getting attacked by them. But I'm quite sure the Epirian fleet has been destroyed by the Carthaginian one, because they have a huge fleet usually. What I can do is just to take one ship and use it to explore and see where and how big the Epirian fleet is. Oh, but wait, we have one ship from Magna Grecia there that would for sure destroy us. Oh, they have only 3 ships. Well, Cornelius Rufinus, it's time to show your worth. We have a status quo situation here, but I'm sure it will be better soon. Our extra Principes there. We can now build another trireme Campania, and when you start building something, you will have these very nice graphics showing. Oh wait, they have 4 here. They were joining. Can we get them now? 6, 8. Not really sure I'm doing something good, but 8 against 6. Well, hope we can do it. And here you can see that the siege is not really going on yet. I'll put the speed on 2. Money in exchange for a new position. These are some random events relative to the internal politics that you get from time to time. Some people seem to think that money can buy you anything. You have been offered a small fortune in exchange for appointing an acquaintance of yours to the position of shipwright. Never really paid him much attention before, but it would seem like he has the right qualities for the job. The current shipwright will probably not forgive you anytime soon if you decided to accept your acquaintance's offer, however. An acquaintance? Why on earth would I promote someone like him? So if I choose the first option, I am sure he's the right man for the job. It means that I decide that this guy, the Naviquestor, this is the current Naviquestor. If I accept, a small fortune in exchange for appointing an acquaintance of yours to the position of shipwright. Yeah, but who is this acquaintance of mine? And he's doing an awesome job with his finesse of 8. So I guess we'll keep him in place. Publius Sempronius Sophus. Yeah, what we don't want to accept. The guy will get some loyalty to us. Oh yeah, he has only a 47 loyalty. and I will lose some popularity, but yeah, we can live with that. So, can we have this siege ending? They have a food shortage at the moment. The city will probably surrender within 12 months. Carthage, 12 ships. A lot of movement of ships around. We could try to assault the place, because I mean we have such a overwhelming numerical situation that we can't go that too much wrong with that, but assaulting consumes a lot of morale. And here who's coming here? 12 ships from Carthage? What do they want in the world? Magna Grecia has only 3 units, so it could well make sense to just assault other Brutus. What's happening now? We are consuming our morale to consume their morale and slaughter their defenders. Now we almost got the city. That's it. The siege of Adrius Brutus is over. We have won the siege. The siege lasted 100 days before the garrison finally succumbed to hunger and disease. Rome now controls the province. The garrison were allowed to march out, keeping their flags and arms. Quintus Aemilius Pappus earned 0.3 popularity. Yeah, and this is a good moment to save up. I'm really worried about Carthage getting involved in all this. We are not directly at war with them, so it's not like we have to fight their men. But what if they decide to steal the contested provinces from us? So this is the situation. This general is getting a lot of popularity thanks to his success. The consul will end his term next year in May, and we'll see who come up next. And that's it. Thank you for following me, and see you for the next episode.